This is Tech Pulse, the show that keeps you in step with the technological world and one step ahead of everybody else. I'm your host, Hartley Reginald Smith II.
Motion is the Chromecast right for you? Google to roll out free and speedier Wi-Fi at 7,000 Starbucks stores. All that and more coming up today on Tech Pulse. All right, this is Tech Pulse for August 1st, 2013. Man, where does the time go? It's already the 1st of August, and we're into a new month talking about tech. And of course, this is the show that brings you, keeps you in step with the technological world while keeping you one step ahead of everybody else. And we're going to do that by starting with the top stories of the tech world. Now, you all know that we talked about the Leap Motion on Wednesday. On Wednesday, we talked, was it Wednesday or was it Tuesday? It was Tuesday. We talked about the Leap Motion. We showed it here. As a matter of fact, let me go ahead and just show you a couple of pictures of the Leap Motion, because for those of you that may not, you'll say, what is this guy talking about? Leap Motion? What's that? Let me just show you a couple of pictures here of the Leap Motion. There we go, right here. Now these are just, this is the Leap Motion right here, that small gadget right in front. The small gadget right in front is the Leap Motion right there. Here's another picture of it. For those of you that might have missed it, you know, that's in the front. That's showing you how you would control whatever is going on. And also this third picture is just a picture of it to show you the size. That's the size of the Leap Motion right there. And you know, we had it here, you saw it, and we debuted it right here on Tech Pulse on Tuesday. But now it's time to talk about if this thing is really something that the average consumer would want to get. Now, Xavier and I, we put this thing through its paces full. We downloaded every free app that they had just about, and we worked with it and so forth, trying to see if this thing is something that people want. So we're gonna get into it here, and we're also gonna talk about how some other people reviewed this thing on 9 to 5 Mac. The website 9 to 5 Mac, you know, that's a Apple website, and we're gonna talk about what they thought about this product, but our own personal review of the Leap Motion is what we're here to talk about here today as well. So let's get right into that. We're gonna start off with Xavier. Now, Xavier, you played around with the Leap Motion. You did a lot of things with it. What do you think of the Leap Motion as far as a product? Well, what's your overall view of the Leap Motion?
I think it's good. The overall view of Leap Motion is good.
So what are the pros and cons of the Leap Motion?
Pros and cons.
Yeah.
I'll start with the bad part.
Okay, the bad part.
You know the part where they have the app where you can control your whole computer.
Right.
It doesn't work, and I'm not the only one who's saying it. There's other people who said that it doesn't work.
That it doesn't work.
I guess if you're like one of those people who are in the technological world,
right,
they know that an update's probably gonna come out. But for someone who doesn't know anything about technology, they just have it because they heard about it.
Right.
They're not gonna wait. They just want the whole thing.
So you're saying that for someone who is not into technology and they're looking to get the Leap Motion to help control their computer, you're saying that they should wait, or what are you saying they should do? Like, they don't know about technology. Like, for instance, say your mom.
Yeah.
Doesn't know too much about technology, but she heard that the Leap Motion could help her control her computer.
Yeah, because she's a nurse and she likes science, and there was this science app.
Right.
But she wants to control her whole computer.
So would you say?
I would tell her to wait.
You tell her to wait.
Yeah.
Because that particular application isn't really there.
Yeah.
Now, you mentioned a science one. Explain that to us. What was the science app that you downloaded?
The app was to help you name the bones, like to get to know the bones of your skull.
Right.
You use your hands to zoom in. You can see inside the eyes, everything of the skull.
Right.
You can zoom in with your hands. You click on pieces of the skull to put it together to take it apart.
Right.
And it shows you the name of that piece of the skull.
So how does it work when you use your hands? Does it work well? Like how, you zoom in by pulling your hand back?
You zoom in by pulling your hand back. It's like you're controlling and you want to get closer.
Right.
You take your hands back.
Right.
So it gets closer. You push your hands forward.
Right.
And it's gonna be farther.
Okay.
And to click it, you have to hand like sort of in a gun shape, but sideways.
But sideways.
And you click your thumb back and forth to click it.
To hold on to the piece.
Yeah.
Okay, so for that, did that particular app work well?
That one, I'm not a science person, and I like that app.
Right.
I mean, I would use it.
You would use it.
Yeah.
So imagine if they had something like that for the whole body. You know, not just the skull.
That would be even better. You can see the veins. You can see all the different types of blood systems and all that.
And you could go through the veins even.
You can go.
Right through the heart, to the lungs.
Yep.
So the applications are there.
Yeah. Like,
you're saying, but just not. The technology isn't fully fleshed out.
Yeah.
You know, so for someone looking for, if someone is in the tech world, they just love technology, is this something that they should get?
Yes.
Yes.
I think they should get it.
For someone who loves technology.
Yeah. Like, Like you love technology.
Right.
That's why you have it.
That's why I got it. But for someone who, they don't really know too much about it, but they heard, oh man, Xavier, I heard this thing could help me control my computer. You know what I'm saying? Should I run out and get it? Then for those people, you would say...
I would tell them to wait.
You would tell them to
wait. They
would
have got it, and they probably don't even have the patience to wait till a new update comes out.
Right. And then another thing is that Leap Motion is an independent company, which means that they may not get funding to fully flesh this technology out. So
they're pretty good.
They're pretty good.
Years.
Yeah, but in a few months, maybe they go bankrupt for some reason, or in a year or something like that. So that's the risk you take when you buy technology from a independent company as opposed to like a Microsoft or a Sony or a Nintendo. Those companies that are established and big. You know what I'm saying? That's the risk you take when you buy from independent companies, because an independent company, maybe they don't have the funding to continue this technology, which we all agree the technology is there. The technology is good, for the Leap Motion, being able to control things back and forth. Now, there's also another game on there, Xavier, called Cut the Rope. Did that work well with the Leap Motion?
It worked perfectly.
It worked perfectly with the Leap Motion. So there are some games and applications that works well with the Leap Motion, and then there's some other ones. You talked about the controlled PC. Now, what was wrong with that? I mean, were you not able to control the PC? What was wrong with the app?
It just wouldn't open.
The app wouldn't
open. Like when you click on it, it's gonna say opening, but then nothing happens.
And that's a problem with a couple of the apps.
Yeah.
In the app store. It's not just that one. A couple of the free apps.
But some of them we had to uninstall it and install it again, and it worked. But
and then it
just
worked.
Controlling your PC, the app, for some reason it just didn't work.
It didn't, no matter what we tried to do. And see, that's the key. So didn't that make us reluctant to buy some apps? Like some of the paid apps look good.
Yeah.
Like the Space and
But
stuff.
you don't know for sure, because you don't know if you can refund it like a tablet.
Like the Google Play
Store. Yeah.
Right. And then you don't want to buy an app for $5 and it doesn't work.
Yeah.
And then
you can't refund it.
Right. And so all of these things make it's a touch and go as far as Leap Motion goes. But is the technology there? Yes. Matter of fact, I would liken it to Connect. If you like Connect, it has the same type of thing.
Like where you have to keep the thing on until the mouse loads up, and then it clicks on it.
Which is how it is for Cut the Rope.
Yeah.
Right. You hold it over until the bar fills up. And then there was another one. I forget what it's called. Like some kind of fish.
Oh, where you have to get the fish to the finish line.
Right. Now, that was a pretty fun game. And it worked well, again, with Leap Motion. But then, a lot of the games seem to work okay with Leap Motion, but a lot of the productivity ones, like the Control Your Computer or that one with the scan.
Oh, yeah, where you can scan your DNA from your hand to unlock your computer.
Right.
So then you did all that, but then when you
go to log
restarted your
in,
computer to log in, had it there. But
right.
It just kept saying scanning, and
Forever.
nothing happened.
And nothing happened. So that's what we're saying. We're saying that as far as some of the games, then they had this child game like Snake.
Yeah, like Snake.
Yeah.
But that one's pretty good for like, someone who's just learning how to count.
Yeah. It's good for that. You can tell anyone
it's a child's game.
Yeah, like what age would you say?
Maybe like from 4 or 5 and up, it wouldn't.
You wouldn't be interested in it. Yeah, because I mean, and even you just play it just to do something with the league.
Yeah.
You know, but it's not really. But that's good that it has games for the small children.
The bad part I don't like about it is that they don't have too many free apps. I mean, they need more free apps. Like most of them cost too much. Like there was this one app that cost $99.99.
Yeah.
$100. That one probably might not even work. $100 for something that doesn't even work. And then you can't refund it?
Yeah. You know, I mean, so stuff like that is not going to fly with the general public. So overall now, we're saying that the Leap Motion is a good product.
Yeah.
But the applications aren't really there yet. Yeah. So if you're someone who loves technology, you like to be on the cutting edge, you like everything right away, then it's good to get. Because you know like they're going to make an update down the road. Yeah. Right. But if you're someone who you don't care about technology, you just want your computer to function better. Yeah. Then I would wait because it doesn't give you that functionality. Yeah, I would wait till the update comes. If the update comes, you know. And it's pretty cheap for like something that can do all of that. For $80, yeah. That's definitely it's cheaper than Roku. It's cheaper than Google TV, Logitech, anything like that. So it's definitely priced right, but it's still expensive enough that if it's not going to do what you want it to do. Some of them don't want. Yeah, like you wanted it to control your whole computer. Like you can surf the internet. Yeah. You're sitting back. You like just turn the page by swiping your hand. That's exactly what. As a matter of fact, for me, even if none of the games work. Yeah, that would have been good. That would have been good. There's games online that you can play. There's games online. So if I could control my computer, if that's all it could do, I would have been happy. I would have been like, oh yeah. And my mom would have been. She would have probably got that instead of a tablet. Right, exactly. You know, because then all she has to do is swipe and so forth. Yeah. Okay, so we're coming up on a break right now, but coming up after the break, we're going to continue talking about Leap Motion, how it is, and we're also going to talk about Google and Chromecast. How many of you know about Chromecast out there? We're going to tell you about that. We're going to show you some pictures of Google's Chromecast. If you remember Google TV, then you will know about Chromecast. Now, just stay right there. Stay tuned because coming up after the break, more Leap Motion, more on what we think this product does as far as good, bad, and we're going to talk about Chromecast. And we're going to tell you what 9 to 5 Max said about Leap Motion. All of this and more coming up today. Not tomorrow, but today on Tech